Welcome back, you lot. You remember back when Marnius Calgar was revealed for the 4th or 5th time, there was a little statement in there. There was a little statement where I said, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the only Ultramarine themed things we see coming up, and it turns out that I was completely correct. Now that wasn't down to keeping up with rumours or anything, because I don't tend to really do that anymore. That was more just a gut feeling, and today that gut feeling has, I was going to say resulted in this, but that makes it sound like the gut feeling made this happen, as opposed to just thinking, oh, there's going to be more. There's definitely going to be more, and then that turning out to be true, which is actually what happened. So, Warhammer's just revealed this March from a Crag with new Ultramarines upgrades and a versatile combat patrol. This is one of those things where a versatile combat patrol... Space Marine combat patrols are Space Marine combat patrols. I mean, outside of putting the upgrade sprue in the box, it's just what they are. There's no real tailoring, it doesn't feel like a lot of the time. Plus, some of them seem to be now, instead of just added to the roster, they're just things you can buy all the time, they are limited releases instead. I feel like the whole combat patrol thing has become kind of muddy and blurry, and like, what even is it? Is it a gateway into the hobby by getting a start with an army? Is it a FOMO box? Is it supposed to be super tailored for every single Space Marine chapter? Or are they supposed to be more widely used? It feels a little bit odd in that respect now, the whole combat patrol side of things. But let's take a look at this lot. So we've got the upgrade pack, which, I mean, outside of the obvious big use on stuff, I mean, most of this is applicable pretty much anywhere, I would have thought. I know the laurels is kind of their thing, but let's be honest, most people aren't going to care for stuff like that. They'll just see a cool helmet and go, nice. The U on the front of the helm, I'm not a big fan of that. There's a few on here. There's the one with the crest, the one on the Terminator, and then you've got the laurels and the big U. I just don't feel it. It just looks a bit weird. It doesn't seem to scale down all that well for a physical bit of moulding. It's okay, but it just doesn't quite look right to my eye. I mean, let's be honest, when it comes to the Ultramarines, this was never going to be a super exciting upgrade sprue, because it's basically just sticking one specific symbol on literally everything. It feels like with the Dark Angels and stuff, there's a bit more variety, there's a bit more going on, Blood Angels as well. I mean, Space Wolves too, there's more in the way of their little trinkets that they like to have. It feels like there's just more going on with those chapters when it comes to making them look different than with Ultramarines, because, you know, there's just not that much to draw from. They're mostly vanilla, except they need their icon on stuff, and that's exactly what we've got, which is fine. It's an upgrade pack, it's fine. Now all the shoulder pads are sculpted, obviously, helmets, accessories, 69 individual parts. Nice. I do like that it says it's more than the previous two Ultramarines upgrade packs combined. I always forget that they have them, I'll be honest. I don't know why. No, I think I know why. I think it's because deep down, I view the Ultramarines as being the ultimate vanilla chapter, and the fact that they're all over Games Workshop's marketing material 99% of the time means that I tend to forget that there is actually something a bit different about them, because they're not different when they're the main thing that you see. Does that make sense? You see it constantly, you see it all the time, you see the blue armour, you see the iconography, and instead of it becoming like, well, that's their specific look, that just ends up being, well, that's the thing that I see all the time when it comes to Space Marines. And it loses the impact over time, which is not really the fault of the chapter, obviously, but I have just now realised that to me they have very much just become the guys on the posters, and I don't really think about them all that much anymore outside of that, which is kind of a shame. But that's more of a me thing, you know? That's more of a me thing. And finally we've got the Combat Patrol, which, to be fair, looks quite well-rounded. In some respects, that's not always a good thing, but I think when it comes to getting someone in for the first time, this kind of box, to me, I feel like that looks better to a new player than, you know, here's 20 heavy intercessors. Like, that is fun if you are already established and already in the door, but this, visually, is far more interesting, because there's just more going on. So 5 Intercessors, 5 Reavers, 3 Aggressors, 3 Blade Guard, and a Librarian to lead them. Yeah, I mean, if I was only just getting into Space Marines, this looks like a box that I would find at least fun and enjoyable to get started with. Of course, that's like trying to put myself in the shoes of someone starting them for the first time, because we all know that actually what I would like would be that number of models, but they're all Dreadnoughts. So just, just throwing it out there. Obviously, we don't know when it's going to show up, but it'll be soon. It's always soon. It's soon every time. Anyway, let me know what you think of that lot in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, and I will see you for the next one.